we mentioned a couple pods back about Joaquin Phoenix taking over the role of the Joker, or doing a prequel Joker, an origin story Joker, with Todd Phillips tied to it. Very exciting. I think we both were excited about seeing Phoenix in that role. But then it's announced today that there's also going to be a standalone Joker movie for Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad. I was pretty surprised at this, and I'm not really sure how this is going to all work within that universe. But I'm interested to see how you respond, because I think that you might have been a little bit higher in Suicide Squad than I was.
I mean, that's all relative. I didn't think Suicide Squad was good.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Jared Leto's actually, in on producing this Joker movie as well. And, from his comments around Suicide Squad, a lot of the scenes he shot didn't make the film. And you think about it, Joker is not even the antagonist of the movie. He's just kind of like a side character, right? And, we'd heard that Leto was attached to future DC films. The Harley and Joker movie was talked about. A Suicide Squad 2 is still kind of expected at some point. So I never thought Jared Leto's Joker was one and done. But this is yet another DC EU movie announced via the Hollywood trades. We're still not getting any kind of talk from Warner Brothers themselves. Like, we'll get the Star Wars later, but they announced the Benioff and Weiss trilogy and the Jon Favreau show and the Rian Johnson trilogy. They came out and said that those were real things and those things were happening. And DC, every movie we hear about, whether it's the Batgirl movie having Joss Whedon, then Joss Whedon leaving Batgirl, and then Batgirl going in the back burner. This is all just reporting. Like, nothing is coming from Warner Brothers, right? So I never thought we'd get a Joker solo movie this soon, but I mean, the only DC movies still that have release dates are Aquaman later this year in December, and then next year we have Shazam with Zachary Levi and Wonder Woman 2. Like, The Flash still doesn't have a date. The Batman with Matt Reeves, that still doesn't have a date. So, like, everything's still so nebulous with them that I just kind of get frustrated that we can't get any, like, real messaging. But at the same point, I also don't put a whole lot of stock in this yet, because until they actually confirm it's happening, it could be like any other report. The movie's kind of happening, the movie's kind of not. Like, there was the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey report kind of recently as well. But I mean, what are you going to believe?
What would you want to see out of a Leto Joker movie? I have some thoughts, but I wanted to see what you threw out there first before I drop the fire content I've come up with.
Yeah, so I didn't think, like, some people I noticed totally hated his portrayal of the Joker. I thought it was interesting because it was different. I didn't think he was bad. It was just he made a choice, and I think given more time, maybe a little better direction, being in a better film, I think it could be cool. But still, it's kind of like Venom, the Venom movie coming. Having a villain as your lead, are you going to make them like a full villain, more anti-hero-y? He's going to be comedic. I mean, there's so many angles to potential Joker film that I don't know. But I mean, I think a lot of people would love to see, just try and capture something from like how the Joker was in the Batman animated series. But that might already clash too much with the Joker we got in Suicide Squad. So I don't know. Maybe Leto changes it up a little bit. Who knows? But I think maybe anything with the criminal enterprises in Gotham. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, because you assumingly you would not have Batman, and it's the yin to the yang. So how do you tell a Joker story without Batman or without Harley Quinn? It's a good question.
Yeah, I think it has to center. It can't go younger Joker, or at least not that much younger, just because you have Joaquin Phoenix playing a origin story. I was thinking, what if they did a whole movie just about the Joker and why he chose the tattoos that he chose, or why he chose those teeth?
Sure.
Like, just kind of going through like flashbacks to his past and like looking at like how he like decided on each thing. I mean, this is also kind of silly in a way, because like the Joker having these tattoos is something that Leto, I think, came up with himself, like his own concept of the character, and it kind of tore people apart, or at least the fan base apart. So I mean, the other thing I was thinking is just like, if they did a like not the Killing Joke, but something similar in that vein, a much grittier, older Batman, older Joker, like near the ends of both of their like crime fighting and whatever careers, and looking at that. But man, I mean, when the line that sticks out most to me from the Suicide Squad Joker is "This bird is cooked." Like I have very little expectation for a Leto movie.
I mean, I would assume that the more artistic choices would be reserved for the Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, because that's like separate.
Definitely.
As far as we know, this Jared Leto Joker movie, by very existence, is connected to all the other DCU movies, so it might have to serve continuity in a certain regard. But again, there's still a lot open. But I'll wait for a script. I don't think was there a script announced yet. Like there's still a lot of work ahead of them, like most of the DC movies that get talked about. So we'll wait and see.